What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of 52 Books. If you haven't watched part 1 of this video, Love is a Decision, I encourage you to do so right here. This book is amazing. Gary Smalley and John Trent did an amazing job with this book. If you are in a relationship, if you are married, you need to pick up this book because, look at all the tabs that I have. It gives practical steps of what it means to be in a relationship and how to nurture and cultivate such a relationship. It's a really, really good read. I probably said this last time, but genuine love is honor put into action. And what the author means by that is, if you truly love your partner, if you truly love someone, you will honor them in such a way and you will put that into action to where they are able to see it. And it's not only that, but it is you making the choice to treat them as such. And that is just so real for today's relationships. We all have to make the decision to honor our loved ones. We all have to make the decision to honor and love our children, to honor and love our spouse. And so when we love them, we show that we are honoring them, and that is seen by our actions. And so I think the book is greatly named by saying love is a decision. It is a choice that we have to make every day to pursue our mate, the person on the other end of our relationship. The part for me that really stood out in this book was when he was talking about women and men, and he says, as children, little girls develop differently from little boys. So little girls, they will use an average of 2,500 words, and boys, they would use an average of 1,500 words. And what he means by that, and what the study concluded, is that girls use their words better. Girls use more words than what a boy would. And so as that develops, as they get older, women tend to explain and be more attached to what's going on than, say, the men would. And so for me, in my house, whenever we would watch a movie or an event, my wife would say, so what'd you think about the movie? I would say, it was cool, and that would be it for me. However, for her, on the other hand, and it's just like the study says, for her, she was so attached to the movie. Not to say that I wasn't, it's just for me, it was cool. For her, she's like, well, this part was nice to me, and it had me thinking this way, and this, and that, and that, and this, and this, and that. And she goes on this elaborate description of what the movie meant to her, or what the event meant to her. And I just sit there and I just take it because I'm like, man, that's awesome. And so when he pointed that out, I was like, man, this is really good. And that's when I was like, this man is talking some real stuff here regarding relationships. There's a chapter in the book that talks about why women are so amazing. In that chapter, he says that women are more connected to their environment, and all of it flows together, where men, on the other hand, we compartmentalize. For men, if we're at work, not to say that no women do this, but for men, when we're at work, our focus is work. When we're at home, our focus is home. When we are with our wives, our focus is with our wives. For women, on the other hand, work is just an extension of her. Home is just an extension of her. And so she will treat all of it as if it is a part of her. So when a woman comes into a house, her house, and it's not clean, since the house is an extension of her, she will feel that she's not all the way clean because it's an extension of her. And I saw this, he mentioned it in the book, and I saw it in my real life. I saw it in life, where my wife would always get on me about taking out the trash. And I never understood till I read the chapter. I never understood why she was always on me about taking out the trash. I'm like, all right, I'm going to take out the trash. I'm going to take out the trash. The house is an extension of my wife. And so if she sees the trash piling up and it's full, it will make her feel some type of way because she's connected to everything. And so for me, what I learned from that is, man, if I want to love my wife properly and honor her, that includes taking care of the house or taking out the trash so that she don't feel dirty. Even though she's not, part of that communication is that he states that men think with their minds, women think and act with their hearts. Men think with their minds, women think with their hearts. And so for men, it's like, all right, how do we solve this problem? For women, it's how do I emotionally navigate through this so that it can work to benefit us all? I encourage you all to read this book, Love is a Decision. I'm gonna leave you guys with 5 attitudes to reopen a person's spirit. By reopening a person's spirit, I mean when you hit your mate or your partner with some hard words, you're not tender towards them. He talks about being tender to them. When you do that, they close themselves off because they were hurt by you. And I'm going to give you 5 attitudes that you can enact in your life to open up your partner's spirit. Number 1, be soft and tender towards the person. If a person is closed off, you will not get anywhere by lecturing them. Be soft and tender to them. Number 2, understand as much as possible what the other person has gone through. So in other words, get into their shoes to try to understand what they have gone through instead of, again, lecturing them. Try to see it from their point of view. Some empathy. Number 3, acknowledge that the person is hurting. Part of the battle is acknowledging and seeing that that person is hurt. Number 4, touch the other person tenderly. A gentle answer turns away wrath, turns away a storm, calms the storm. Also, at the same time, use caution because you don't want to lay hands on anybody who is closed off to you. It may cause them to close even more. So use discretion. And number 5, seek forgiveness and wait for a response. Seeking forgiveness is the easy part, but waiting for a response can be hard. It's not about you in that moment. You're trying to open up that person to you again. And those are the 5 attitudes that you can take to reopen, to spiritually open your mate. This book was really good. It talks about sex and honestly how to get more of it. So that was good. I would mention it, but I ain't trying to get demonetized. But I'll give you a little sneak peek though. It starts in the beginning of the day. You don't, for men, this for y'all. This for y'all. Don't wait till it's time to go to bed to be like, what you trying to do, girl? No, it starts when you wake up. The way you talk to her, the way you touch her, the way you hug her, kiss on her, to let her know, hey, girl, I'm thinking about you all day. So you do little things, write little notes, send little texts. You get her ready. You feel me? You get her ready, and then when the time is right, she gonna throw that thing in the sun. I'm playing. But Love is a Decision. It's a great book. I encourage you all to get it. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of 52 Books. Please be sure to like and subscribe to get new videos every week. Ring that little bell so you know when they upload it. Peace.